All right, we are live. Yes, we're on Wi-Fi. That's good. First of all, I applied some glue to this piece here. Um, I'll actually show you guys really quickly. It still has a bit of flex to it, so I'm going to need to look for a new one. I'm thinking of messaging the company that made my UFO Photo Pro and see if I can find a mount like that. Yep. Good. Just a little bit of hard glue. I didn't have it in here. It was drying. It was. As you can see, there's a large amount of glue under there. And can I show? Yeah, there's still quite a bit of flex. 1 second. Oh, wow. How's that? That's better. Yeah, there was quite a bit of. Hey, Colby. Quite a bit of fuzz. My old phone is booting up the comment monitor. So I'm just gonna actually wedge you guys in the couch here while I screw this back on. Now he's gone. Probably something happened, which, I don't know. It makes me wonder. Oh, you're still okay. It said that you had disappeared, so must be connection problems then. Because I was thinking, you could leave it while someone's streaming, even if you step out for a second. That way, you would get the still be helping them out with the view. But then also you're not actually there, so maybe you want to do the courtesy of not actually saying like you're there in case they're trying to talk to you when you ran to the other room to, I don't know, reach the kid. Let's see, the old phone, comment monitor, it's connected to Wi-Fi now. Let me pull up this on YouTube. And then we'll have some comments. And I'm going to let it run off its own battery. Give it some exercise, not plug it in right now. Um, and things that we need to talk about. It's being slow. So, first of all, there we go. Now I can read your beautiful comments without, and use the good camera on my phone. Let me just fix. There we go. First things, I picked these up for about $12 from Harbor Freight. They're probably like not the best ever because Harbor Freight's not for the best tools. But I looked at not this specific set, but there was one set I looked at online. I should have looked at this one first of all and read reviews. But one set said that it had good reviews. It was the same brand, Warrior, which is by Harbor Freight because it says distributed by Harbor Freight Tools, Carmelo, California. They also had a really cheap one that was just one single bit, but didn't get as big. I think I'm going to need to use the middle one. So I got these cool things here. True. Called China Garden and asked them about their pot stickers, and she said they aren't making them anymore, and I'm so sad. Oh, that is sad. I bet they were really, really good. I like pot stickers, and for some reason, the stream is just loading and loading on my phone. If you can still hear me, Colby, if it's still working for you, please let me know. I'm going to reload on my phone. Okay, there we go. It's going now, I think. So, anyways. Yeah, I bet they were. Also, there was something funny. So one thing, I'm not trying to be super mean. I know it's just her, just the way that she talks and Asian stuff, but I don't know. The sound of her voice, it sounds a little bit harsh and mean, but I can tell that she's not. She's very nice and friendly. She did laugh once, though, 'cause last time we were there, I had a coupon for the restaurant, but it turned out I read the name wrong, and I was reading Chinatown, not China Garden. Oh well. I'll have to go to Chinatown and try them sometime. So, I got these. We're going to be using these. Another thing, too. Where did I put? Here it is. So, this piece right here was going to be our adapter. I was able to find them online, but I don't want another one of this thing. Actually, hold on. Nope. I am not trusting that. Yeah, no. The, Loctite didn't work, and oh my goodness, it is not completely dry. I just got Loctite on my hands. Great. Hopefully it doesn't turn black. Okay, he says Chinatown is pretty good. Okay, cool. You've been around a few places. Me, I don't know. I've just gone into this thing of the few places that I've been to that I like. I'll just go there. Why go somewhere else? Especially if it's going to be very similar. But lately, I've been actually wanting to try stuff. I actually thought about going around and asking different Mexican restaurants in the area what makes you unique. Anyways, back to our build. So that thing obviously didn't work, right? We still needed an adapter. I was looking online, trying to see if I could find one. I think I found one that would work, but it was like $9. But then I remembered that the dad of my friend Ammon from the channel Total Fusion, they had their old house out. Um, he's a machinist, so I went to him and he made me this piece right here. So this was originally a piece from something, some gasket. It had the right threads here. Then he fitted some brass in there. I don't know if he like welded it or anything, or if it's just a tight press fit. It could be just a press fit. Cause I'm amazed at like when I'm watching Wintergarten build. I haven't been to Brasas, but well, we're talking Mexican movie quickly. I would recommend doing the Milagros. Oh, they're so good. It's a little bit different than most people are used to, but that's because the flavors from Milagro, Mexico, are a little bit different. So like they have a rice that's sweet and it's really good. So, anyways, watching Wintergarten Wednesday build Marble Machine X, there's a lot of pieces that he just presses together and they fit tight and don't move for his purpose. And it's like, wow, that you just press that in there and it stays. That's cool. So, anyways, yeah, and it's just what I need. So I've got this here. And he also was thinking about making something, but he didn't have his lathe or tool or whatever didn't have the ability to make the right threads because he went and measured this. Couldn't make the right threads for this piece here. Screws on like that. And then I actually found the tripod that I want to use for this, which my UFO Photo Pro right here. And I'm probably going to message them and see if I can see if they can send me another adapter for the phone for the top, because I liked it a lot, and I lost mine. Or maybe mine will turn up. It's been probably a year since I lost that, almost. Sad to think. Anyways, this just fits on like this. And then, this can go inside there, and I can wrap it around and have my microphone in. Pretty small, low-profile design right there. That's nice. Oh, and it came unscrewed from this end, which is kind of nice. I tightened it down a bit tight last time, and not too tight, but just a little bit. And then it was kind of tricky to get off of this piece. I had to get my pliers out, save by my legs, so I didn't drop it. Anyways, yeah, okay. Where's my, oh, over here. So let's get this open, we'll mark off some spots, drill some holes. We also need to cut some plastic out to cover up the back hole, which I've got this old Gatorade powdered mix container that will work just fine. And I'm going to be using the, well, for that, I'm going to use some Loctite. I'm going to try the Loctite again. I feel like Loctite is stronger, but then sometimes E6000 is, but they work for different applications. The big thing, I bought the E6000 because it worked for plastic. It doesn't say plastic on the thing, it just says and more. So I don't know if it's more plastic than the Loctite is. But I'm going to try this first. However, E6000 is a little bit flexible, so that can help. But I'm trying Loctite this time. If this piece does pop off the back after any use, then I'll go to E6000. But first of all, let's get this open. Also, I have 90 days to take this back to Harbor Freight if I'm not satisfied, which could be if I don't use it very much, but I'm not going to be that person, because that's not really what they're for. Although I think most companies will, just because, one, you don't know if they actually use, if they, actually weren't satisfied with it, or if they're just saying that so that they can return it because they got their 1 to 2 uses out of it. I don't know, but yeah. So, anyways, Now, these claim for use with corded and cordless drills, high-speed steel step bits, quick change hex shank, titanium-coated drill bits run. Yeah, that's because I found it somewhere else. So titanium-coated drill bits run cooler, drill smoother, and last longer than standard drill bits. high-speed steel for longer life, automatically burrs holes while drilling. 2-flute design for faster, smoother cutting. And then we got a bunch of sizes, so I'll let you read the sizes if you want to. There's that. I've never used, hey, for watching. I've never used step bits before, but they definitely seem cool. One review that I read, because I read a couple of reviews on the website for Harbor Freight, said that they're good for like drilling in metal. You don't have to use a certain size drill bit and then get a bigger drill bit and then a bigger one if you're swapping bits. So yeah, will go better than melting. Okay, put all this stuff off. But I also might do some melting on the back plastic to get it good again for being flat. And again, I've got all of our stuff in here. That's coming out. Also, I'm actually going to take care of this right now. Where did I put my knife? Hi. Can you guys even see what I'm doing? Just cutting off. Yeah. Excess bits of plastic. Especially when we put our foam in here, we want it to be flat and not ruin the plastic. So I might even come sand that up with a thing. I need to make sure that notification was right. That was for when I was working, but I got a Ruby covering. Oh, I said her name. Great. Well, very lovely coworker. She actually probably wouldn't be too mad if I said her name, because she's just super nice, loves people. Yeah, like, seriously. Says that a lot. It's nice. But, oh, what am I thinking of? Yeah, she's covering for me today, so I can go to BYU to stay with Alex later on. And I might, depending on prices and whatnot, we'll have to see. And if there's anything good there that would help, because his laptop's not great. This is Alex from Shadow Bro. I've done a few videos with him, especially the gumball throwing video. So what I might do is, I might buy a computer for him, and then he'll pay me back over time. No interest, or if I do charge interest, it would be just a little bit of interest. So, and by the way, for those of you who don't know, this is going to help me finish that singing video finally. Yeesh. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So now what we need to do is we need to make some measurements on the top side for where our hole is going to go, our other hole. Grab my tape measure, which should be in here. Actually, oh, it's not. Great. Means I forgot to put it back where it's supposed to go to be with me always. So I need to, just gonna measure. So this one, I made, okay. I think it's the dot because, let's see, this one, or was it the line? So if this one is at 6.5, 3/4. Okay, we are back. Jordan Oliver says, okay, this is epic. Okay, this is getting old. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, also we got one, maybe two watching. Blah. Anyways. So, I don't know what that is, 3/4. I'm not a measurement guy. And then from here, this is 6. Because, right, this is 6, because, right, that's 12. Okay. And this is, right, it's going to be where, like, at the end of that dot there, because this is halfway of this. Because this one is, okay, so I see. So, measurements for the other side. So, horizontal needs to be, like, just after 6.5. And the vertical needs to be 6. Okay, where is my marker? And if my marker's not back in here, well then I really forgot to put things away. Pen, marker. So, let's actually put that on my boot so it rests flat. So we need to find that mark right there. And then this one needs to be at 6. Wow. Alright, whoops, hold on. That's not right, because I am not looking at this straight on. Okay, so it needs to be there, but at 6. There we go. We now have both of our marks. Now what I want to do is figure out the size that the hole needs to be. Which, I'm going to have to use only the first section on this, because I don't want my hole to be so big that it goes over these pieces, because I want it to kind of rest on this piece down here, so that gives me an idea. I really like what one guy said online, where he doesn't make the hole bigger. Well, he marks a circle, so he knows exactly how big the hole needs to be. Do I have anything that would... I'm just gonna toss this upside down really quickly. Oops, there goes my titanium. it's hard to pull in and out, so I'll just do it that much. So, but with this, I could kind of decide how precise I want to be. Do I want to be like exactly lined up with it or not? It's about like you know what? Let's try. Let's try this. So, actually no, not with that. I was going to use a piece of plastic from that, but we'll actually use, for the first time ever, our plastic food storage container lids. Let's tilt you guys back down so you can see what's going on. So what I'm going to do, if only I had a way to just punch out the size that I need, but I don't, so... I think that worked. That looks good. So we have this piece here. Be the camera person. Oh well. Where is my knife now? This is actually a case where I am going to use my scissors. It's also really thin, so it should, well, first of all, there we go. Poke in with my knife. A message. 1 second, this is important. Okay, we're back. Important stuff happening. So, yeah, I'll probably have to be looking at text in just a second. Okay. Actually, what I need to do is completely cut this out. Ah, come on. Well, is it going to be perfectly round? It will be close enough. Okay, go. So, now what I have is this little tiny piece here that I can stick on the center with my dot and then fix around it. But first, I'm going to answer a message. Sorry guys, have to do it. Okay, we're back. So, whoops, almost knocked over my tripod. Okay. So, I'll wait for for my preview to update and make sure. Wow. There we go. Hopefully live now. Anyways. Okay. I'm a little bit lost now. I need to do some double measurement because I made a line instead of a dot. Okay. Oh, right now that's just loading again on my comment monitor. Okay, let's try this again. Wait, I'm lost. Because okay, this is supposed to be the just after 6. Right? There's that. Okay, that's close enough. It'll be good enough. Okay. Line up our little piece there. Okay, there's the top half of our circle. Line it up again. And I'm just going to freehand the rest of that because that's close enough. That gives me an idea of our whole size. Ah, my piece. We'll go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Close enough, good enough. Okay. Okay. So, let's grab our drill. Which, this is a really dirty drill. It's not my drill, it's my mom's drill. It's coated in like what's that stuff that you use to hold tile, yeah, mud. The stuff that you use to hold tile down, grout and whatnot. That's what it's covered in. Okay. I think we want to go clockwise. Have to go a little more. Now what we have is, we ended up stretching the plastic a bit, so maybe I should have gone faster. I think I'll try that for the next one. there for now. Okay. But I think it looks good. So let's take a look on the inside of our build now. Oh yeah, we've made a big, huge plastic section there that can be cut off. But more importantly, we need to see if this fits. Ah, that is nice and tight. Ooh. Maybe a little bit too tight. Okay. Wait. Let's make that hole just a tiny, tiny bit bigger. That's counter. Lock. Tiny bit bigger. Nice. It fits on easily without issue, but it's not super loose and wobbly. That's good. This one should be like right about there or so, I think. Oops. Okay. Now we'll test our other hole. Actually, what we'll do, we'll take this, extend it, extend it back out, and it's just that one top section that's not great, and I don't know why. So. Nice. Nice. Something about it feels a bit off-center to the left, but that's not a problem because it's nice and solid and stable. It's not going anywhere. The base adds good support. We did it. How's our bit looking? Oh, I was gonna say the thing with the mud, because there was one point where I'm like, Mom, you should have taken better care of your tools and cleaned them off. But mud dries fast, so yeah, my mom's no longer under fire, but she had to quickly work with it. Didn't have time to clean up her tools. She was also the only one doing it. I kind of sort of wish I was a little more willing to help, just for the sake of being able to like clean the mud off. But then I might have been tasked with something else more important and not done it. But I really don't like physical labor, although I do kind of want to help upstairs. You know, they ask me to help, I'll help here and there, you know. But it looks good, no damage. I mean, plastic will be kept, but cool. I don't know how much use these pieces will get in my arsenal of tools, which is very small. I don't really use tools. But my mom has also said if she ends up finding uses for them, then she'll pay me for some of the cost. So this one goes up to a 1/2 inch, because I'm curious. Huh, this step here goes to 3/4 of an inch. Oh, it does have 1/2 in the middle. And then the maximum for this one is also 1/2. Oh, but it's finer steps. I see why. The bigger ones don't have as finite of stepping, but like the smaller one does. So, okay. Now we're actually ready to put foam inside. First of all, let's take our, this thing. I'm gonna go quickly just turn off the stove. It's on low, but pretty sure it's been long enough for my sauce to be amazing. Oh yeah. And I'll show you, if you guys are interested, well I'm sure you are, but I'll do an episode on my spaghetti sauce eventually. Yeah. Anyways. Oops, stepping on my marker here. It's capped, thankfully. Screw this into place. So, something like this. Bring the legs out. Gonna have to bend these legs a bit already because I want it to be as close as I can. This is probably the most I've ever actually bent these legs, which, yeah, okay. There we go. That's nice and grippy. I'm gonna have to loosen them up some. Scoot it up more towards the middle. That's still sticking out a little bit farther than I would like it to, but I could probably mitigate that. Dang it, I was going to put it farther back. You know what? We might actually be able to still try this, because I was thinking, what if I mounted farther back? It would be a little more front heavy, but this thing isn't super heavy anyways. So I think what I'm going to do is draw a line straight back, drill a few more holes, and try that. See how that works out. So that the microphone can be more inside of the thing. But this is also a case where, if, like, again, if I really need to, I can have my other stand poking through the back hole, or I can take this tripod and just stick it through the back hole with the legs spewing out, if I make the back hole bigger, and then, you know, just make sure that there's foam with a gap so that anything poking through goes through. Let me show you guys that with the other stand. Although it's not ideal to have to do that, but if I did have to have it like that, then it won't fit. Oh, there we go. It fits. Yeah, then something like that, and just poke around. But anyways, there we go. Hopefully we won't have to use the rear hole at all, but oh, whoops, that's right. We've got this in here, preventing us from sliding up. Go. So what I'm going to do now, this is just going to be purely eyeball, I think. Where's my drill? And my bit. So I am actually kind of sort of curious. There's the side that says. So my hole is just before 3/8. So 9/16, sorry, 5/8. Okay, so just before 5/8, which is 1, 2, 3 from the top. Let's try a hole still relatively center. Hold on. I'm going to try a tool in my belt pouch. Is it? Yes, it's long enough. This pen, it's pen, ruler, inches and centimeters, a little bit beat up. It's got a stylus. And I'm not even looking down at what I'm doing. Sorry, got a stylus. Flathead. Phillips. Level. Level's what I want. Because what I'm going to do... I want to grab... So, what I'm going to do... I'm going to set this up on the bench. Okay. Can you guys see? Yes, you can see the hole. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take... First of all, I'm going to take my marker, have that ready. Then I'm going to take my level, line it up with my hole, the bottom edge of my hole. Actually, we'll line it up with this more middle of my hole. Make sure it's level. I actually need to have it farther down. There we go, there's a tiny dot that I can see. Now, is that where I actually want it? For some reason that feels a bit high for my hole. Right, because I forgot about the thickness of my level here. Okay, that seems better. Okay, I think this will still work, having it farther back. And then I can, I can cover it with more plastic or other things. So now it's time to measure. Where did my tape measure go? Oh, here it is. So this new hole is from, so it's just a little bit after 2 inches from the back. So three marks after the 2. Okay, so same thing on this side. This won't. I can't do this like that. I'm going to do this one down here. So right there, of course that's not centered with my hole, that's okay. Then you put the whole thing back up on top here. Grab my level. Cannot see, oh, there's the mark. Make it a little bit easier to see. So now I grab my level. Just going to draw a line straight up approximately from my thing back there. I'm just going to measure the other side. That'll make it easier than level junk. Garbage. Okay. This one comes in right at 6. That's where it should be. So need to be lined up with our first line. Okay, I think we're good. So, I just need to remember to go. Just tell 3 things before the top. You know, I just realized something. I would be right back. Still looking for what I'm looking for. Wow. Ooh, it's getting warm in here, so I have to take off my shirt, my sweater. I was looking for some safety goggles because I realized I'm not wearing any and I forgot to. Oops. But I can't find any. They're probably upstairs. So, we'll just be careful. But first of all, I want to make sure that that hole fits. Okay, that works. Perfect. Okay. Now let's fit this on. Let's see what you guys can see. A little bit higher up. Something I've been looking into is actually getting a wide angle lens for doing stuff like this, so that you guys can see more of what I'm doing. I have to open it from the inside and look. There we go. Oh, nice. You see? I think the other guy did have his farther back too, so it's still really sturdy and stable. Now the question is, I didn't even think about room for the legs of this thing, so we're gonna have to... Oh yeah, there's room. We're all good. Should have gone back and watched his build, because it seems like he did put his farther back anyways. Huh, now we have what seems to be a slight angle slant or tilt. Do you guys see this? rotation is not super great. Probably because the floor's tilted that way a bit too. Our marks weren't perfect enough. Is it really? Yeah, it's like ever so slightly tilted to the left, but it's not enough to matter, especially take this out for now, if I were to put some sort of a thing to help hold it in place, I don't know, piece of rubber or something. I'm sure there's some way that I could make the hole a little bit tighter, you know, like nail varnish might work, maybe. Yeah, this is looking really great. Now, let's check with our microphone. Okay, I put on upside down. Let's do it right side up. Go. There we go. Now, if I grab my microphone, I should move you guys over this way. Oh yeah, this is nice. The microphone will clip on. It's gonna have to be tilted a bit, that's okay. It's not a camera, it's a microphone. There we go. This is kind of... Okay, there we go, that. So, which... Just, see, there we go, that's... Oh, I hate how this thing likes to scoot down, but then going up is tricky to do. Actually, what I need to do is have it tilted off to the one side where it can't rotate. That. Oh, that works great. Huh. Now, actually, I realized the hole in the back could be used for having the cord come out, but the way that this spins independently of that, I kind of sort of don't want it to. Now I'm also seeing kind of why he had like the piece on top to cinch it down. So I might look for something. His was a tripod and he literally screwed something onto the top so this won't spin. So when I get another tripod, hopefully it's not thicker than that. I don't want a bigger hole. What can I do? I could make some piece that would weld onto the top of that. Well, not weld, because I don't want to, because it's a lighting stand. I'll have to see what else I can find. But, I mean, this for now is good enough. As long as we don't bump it, I can always help tape things into place. Yeah, I'll probably want something to hold these doors back. But having them out front too could be good for like as actual doors to help keep sound going in. But yeah, now we can foam this thing up. I actually need to see what time it is to make sure I am... Okay, we're still good, 12:46. I do need to get some other things done before I go to the surplus sale, but... Foam time. Okay, so... There we go, drill's locked. Okay, where's my knife? So I'm gonna have to cut. Want this to be relatively centered. Okay, I've made a mark. This is cutting relatively easy. There we go. Now when I slide this in, it should fit nicely around. That's nice, okay. Then, I think next would be a piece there. Follow with the piece on the other side. You know, originally the design was to have a curvy... Oops, you're not even watching, sorry. There we go. Original design was to have a curved piece like this, but I'm actually thinking, let me get my tape measure out and measure distance. So the distance from here to the top of this piece is... This piece isn't actually smushing down as far as it can go. There we go. So 6 1/4. And these whole things are 12, a little bit less than 12. So 6 1/4 is actually roughly half one of these. So if I split one of these in half, then I should be able to fit the piece there and there, really nice and smooth. And then the top can be one whole piece again as well. So let's go ahead and do that. I hate to cut this in half, but I'm going to, and all my phone's saying update, which I can't update, so I need to go back to comment monitor. There we go. So, take it back to the floor. Nice thing too is these are squares. So, we need 6 1/4. Oops. So that means right there. Okay, there's our mark on our one side. Now we need to mark off 6 1/4 on the other side and draw a straight line between them. Don't have a solid ruler. I should go grab one though. Okay. Six and a quarter. Okay. Now I am going to go see if I see a solid ruler in the room. we have solid triangle ruler. I don't know if this will be long enough. Probably, we'll find out. But first, let's put my tape measure away so that it's protected, nice and safe. Cool. So Coolio. Okay. Can you guys see? There we go. Okay. Putting the ruler down there makes it look like 1/2 is bigger than the other half by a bit, but it'll be close enough. We'll make it fit. So, on that line. Okay. I was just thinking, oh, I should have done this from the bottom side where it's flat without the bumps. But then I'm like, but won't the bumps cause issues when it's upside down and I'm cutting? So I don't know. I think the way I did it is good enough. Okay, let's. Yeah, that really does feel like. It might also be the bumps causing weird optical illusions. Like, it seems like my line was slanted a bit to the right, but it lines up perfectly with the dots. But that's probably just because of how the corner goes. And makes me think of what Captain Sparkles usually says whenever he sees an optical illusion. He says something along the lines of, I don't like this. It looks like it's moving, but then it's not. And it just shows how our eyes aren't very good. They're just garbage, and they can't see things right. So, yeah, Jordan, I feel you sometimes. There we go. We have a cut. Not perfect. Maybe scissors would have been the better tool. But it's good enough. Now let's see how our cut actually fits onto our build. Oh, that is beautiful. It's also just a little bit tight too, which I do want some tightness. And the other piece here, this piece is ever so slightly less tight. It is the better fitting piece, but it's good enough. Okay, and then that means that we can come on with our. There's a piece missing, because wait, no, 1, 2, 3. No, there's not a piece missing. There are 4 pieces, all being utilized, because they're groups of 2. So this means then that we can have another piece fit on the top, and then the back, I think, just needs 1.5, 2 pieces. We'll see. Let's go ahead and take all this foam out of there, and I'm going to use my bottom piece as a marker for my top piece. So, back to the floor again. This is actually kind of fun, because this build is going relatively easy, not super difficult. Unlike some other builds where you have to measure and find out how to make a straight edge, and don't like that. But this is going pretty good. So nice. Uncut. It ended up being a little bit deeper, but that's okay. And for this, we'll test that it works by putting the bottom one in the bottom. Nice. Okay. Now we need to turn our attention to the back, which means the microphone is going to have to come out. I'll give these legs the full unwrapping, just because I've never done that before with this tripod, fully wrapped it around something, so I'm curious. how the process goes. I'm also in an awkward spot, too. There we go. Okay, so now, for the back piece, the back gets a piece that fits nicely with the other edges snug. Oh, and here is the, I just took out the cut piece. There's a top piece here. Because now I'm curious. It lines up like that. I'm going to have an awkward piece that is kind of left out, but that's okay. Let's measure this. So this is 4.5. No, not 4.5, 4.25. So 4.25 inches. Okay, so let's make sure I know which piece is which and what goes where. This piece. Oh, you weren't even looking at my measurement. What dropped? Ah, pocket knife, yes. I was worried because what if it's the... Oh. Don't worry, they're fine. I can tell by sounds of stuff. If building noise keeps going on, if they keep moving around, everything's okay. If it falls silent, you know there's an issue. Maybe run up and see if your mom's okay. So we got this piece, top piece or bottom piece. Got our other top piece or bottom piece. We have our side pieces. So let's grab out. We need one more piece. And you know, worst case scenario, if I do find out that I needed thicker foam in here for it to really sound good, I can always take these pieces and, I don't know, tape or glue them back together somehow. It won't be the prettiest, but what I will end up having is I can then still, or even just as they are, I can still stick these up to help dampen noise in rooms where I'm filming that are a bit echoey. So, we need to make a mark on this piece. So we said 4.25, but I'm going to give just a smidge more so that there's some tight fit. We really get rid of any gaps. So 4.25. I'm going to go 4 and whatever the thing is right after a quarter. 4 3/8, I think. There's a 4 3/8 mark. No, was it 4.25 or 4 1/8? Yeah, that is 4.25. Mark 4.25 over here. I need to put the top piece back on to check this. Ah, wow, that's actually completely wrong measurement. Okay, you guys probably can't see in there, it's too dark. This is bigger space than 4.25. This space is more like, so it is 4. and just after the half mark. So that would be 4 and 2/4. No, 2/4, 4 and 3/4. Okay, so that's 4 and 3/4. What did I? Trying to think of how good to mount these two. Like, what if I super glue some Velcro onto a specific spot? That'll be nice. I'll probably do that method, I think. So, what did we even mark on here then? Where even is my mark? Huh. Could have sworn I marked it, but I didn't. Okay. So, it's going to be 4 and 4/4, 3/4. So 4 and 3/4 there. Four and 3/4 on the top. Then we'll make our other mark, which for this one, because I'm supposed to mark off to give myself a little bit of leeway. So actually, I'm going to make a line thicker and then put it okay. Okay. Well, so our left piece should be the right piece if I did it right. Oh, I'm getting hungry too. I'm gonna have to put some spaghetti sauce, top of some noodles and eat. But we're close to done, so. Whoops, here's my tool. Okay, something from Linus Tech Tips. Love that channel. Okay, here we go. Cross our fingers this works. You know what? I'm actually going to try scissors this time. This is weird. What I'm looking for are some fabric scissors, but they're not in here where they're supposed to be. And nobody's done any sewing in the last little while. So, like, the only other place I can think that they would be is a place that they shouldn't be. Especially according to my neighbor. This was years ago, back in Scouts. We were doing some service project type thing for someone's Eagle project, I think. And she said, well, here we go, we'll borrow the kitchen scissors. But she said that for some specific scissors, these are fabric only scissors. Do not use it to cut anything else, paper or anything. If you do, and this was a joke by the way, if you do, take a page out of, I'm also going to take a page out of Captain Sparkle's book. If you do, I will demonetize your ear. And I won't do it with these scissors, I'll do it with these other scissors. And she picked up a pair of cheap paper scissors, and that's going to hurt a lot more because it won't cut very fast. So, yeah. That was just a joke, okay? But she was very serious about not cutting with anything else. She wouldn't be happy. Anyways, there we go. There we go. You know, I just realized something cool. If I get a piece of rubber, where's my tripod that I need? Here it is. So, I can show you guys if I just carefully unscrew my microphone from this tripod. So this has rubber on the bottom here, helps keep the camera on and stable. And then this does have pan, so you can pan like that with it. But the big thing is, if I get a piece of rubber, just a thin piece of rubber like that, and that piece of rubber was on top of the bottom of my thing, then that would help it not spin so much, because you got rubber making contact between two surfaces. And yeah, it will just help. It will help add some grippiness down there. Huh. Now where did I put the tripod? Oh, there it is. So I do just want to quickly screw the microphone back onto place. Alright, test fit time. So, we've already got a piece in the back. It's so dark in there I can't even see. Then we need to take our piece for the top, which can be this one here. Okay. That lines up pretty good. Then we take our specially cut piece back, which I did specifically cut for a little bit of room. That's quite a bit of room. That's the wrong piece. Sorry, that's a side piece. This piece. This time. Maybe this time. I'm probably getting it wrong, but I'm thinking of the quote from, I'm quoting B-Movie, when Barry was his name, gets stuck inside the window, doesn't know what it is. Anyways, that is a good fit there. Let's test fit everything else quickly, and then we'll go ahead and stick it up with our foam permanent mounting stick stuff. I forgot that the bottom piece being in there was going to cause a little bit of edge to be up on the bottom too. Yeah, that's an even tighter fit than initially wanted. So we're going to have to take our top piece and cut just a little bit more off of this piece here. So, I'm getting hungrier by the minute. This time I am just very carefully cutting as best I can on the left side. Of our line. Not the prettiest cut ever, but whatever. Excuse me. I hate hiccup burps. Especially when they're repeated. If it's just like one, it's okay. But if it's multiple burps, then not okay. Okay, there's still a little bit of tightness there, but that's good. That's what we want. Next. We slide in our side pieces. side piece over here. Okay, then final side pieces. Try not to cover anything. Might have to trim up these side pieces just a bit so that they fit a little more flush. We'll have to see, because they stick out of the front by just a bit. Everything kind of does. So, and if I don't have to trim them, I won't, but I might. So we'll see. That's pretty nasty sitting on. Realize I'm covering up the view. I'm going to trim a little bit more off of this left one here. Go. Let's see what that did for us now. Still a little bit tight, but somewhat tight is good. That's a good fit. That's nice. So let's peel everything down and start sticking it up. What I'm probably going to do is stick the sides up. Well, the back should go in first, but then this bottom, and then the sides, and then the top. Okay. Okay. This in a bit. Okay, foam mounting tape. That seems really good and sturdy. Peel off the back. Probably regret peeling off the back so early. Nice and sticky. there's this weird thing. So we call them do-it tabs. That was a thing that one of the managers at Dollar Tree started. But it's essentially just a plastic hook that's flat and is used for fixing up packaging where its original hook has become broken. The cardboard is torn or whatever. But it's like you put them on packages, right? And they're really solid and sticky and very tricky to come off. It was that tab that I was trying to rip off of the case for the music note earbuds. Well, anyways, somehow they do come off and they end up on the floor where people walk on them, and then you have like a hard time peeling them up off the floor. But how did it come off of the product? Okay. One more to peel off. And then I think this is a good arrangement for now. If I need to, I can wedge more in. But let's try this. Which actually, I just realized I'm trying to fit it in behind the pole, which is actually dumb. I shouldn't do that. I should literally just take this thing out, set it down on my lap, and do it that way, and I'm sitting on it. Great. Good thing I didn't sit on it too hard and it peeled off nicely. Should have put one in the middle too. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Actually, no, I won't, because then it will make it easier to peel off if I need to. There we go. Piece one has been placed. Top and bottom pieces, actually, I'll put those in last because I need to pull in there too. Actually, I can fit the other pieces with it on the pole. I just need to get the back pieces in. Which, it's the smaller of these, it's this piece right here. That looks right. So, I'm going to set you down. That. And I do want to place pieces on the side. And once we get this done, I'm planning to put you guys inside of there so you can hear a slight difference in sound from, you know, what my phone is picking up. Because it will still have the same effect. It doesn't seem like this wants to stick super well to the foam, but it's good enough. Especially if I really smush it and push it down. There we go. It's not perfect. Let's see, can I There are some rough edges there, but I think it will be okay. Those edges shouldn't make too huge of a difference. But now I see why a larger piece of foam would have been better. It's a little bit smoother, a little bit nicer. Anyways, let's put this back up on its thing and continue. We are so close to done with this project. The only final things to do after we fit all the foam in is to glue the back on. I mean, you guys can probably still hear my voice coming through the foam. That was nice, but that's why I need to, that's why I want to put some plastic over the back to help even more seal out sound. Let's come in with our bottom piece. Where is more foam mounting tape? Hey, Mom.
Yeah?
Can you come here for a sec?
Yeah.
If you're super busy, that's okay. Things are going great. But I was just wondering if you could maybe help me really quickly with the last little bit by putting the foam tape on these.
Okay, I can't. I've got.
You're dusty, yeah.
Well, and I've got insulation on me, and I've got a patient in a couple of minutes.
Oh.
If I get cleaned up, I'll come.
Okay. If you want, Dad, you can cook some more noodles, including the leftovers there, because I made some more sauce.
What, these noodles here?
Yeah, I was gonna do that in just a minute, as soon as I finish putting
What
last.
sauce are you talking about?
I just made some more. It's on the stove.
Oh, like spaghetti sauce?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like what you guys had yesterday with the potatoes.
I think I'll mix the rice and the noodles together then. With the sauce.
Okay.
The sauce still hot?
Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, you can mix it with some of that sauce. I'm gonna have some with noodles too. So what I'm doing here, I'm putting 2 pieces of foam tape around where the split is to hold that down. I was just thinking maybe I should put the sides on first, but nope, we'll do the bottom first. And then we'll do the sides and then the top. Okay. Good, good, good. Let's get this in. I put the back one a little bit too low. Long strip.
Okay.
Okay. There we go, that's good. Now, I think I need to check fit with the top, because we might have run into... Yeah, there's a little more of a gap on the top, but that's not too bad. It'll still be, this will still be better than just filming out in the open. So, we'll go ahead with our side. Yeah, that bottom, I'm going to trim the bottom piece up a bunch. Let's give this a good smooching on there. There we go. And I'm thinking for the side pieces, what I might do is stagger them. So one piece has the, yeah, I'm going to do that. So that one of the small pieces is on the bottom on one side, and one of the small pieces is on the top on one side. And yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna actually cut here because, well, no, I need to show you what it sounds like inside, so I can't cut. So nope, we're still going. Now for this one, I'm not going to put my front pieces on yet until after I have it fit in. Then I can know where to place them so I'm not sticking out of the edge. Okay. Let's. Oh, whoops, I didn't even peel off the top one. That's why it's not sticking. Go. Okay. I can also use extra little bits of foam that I've cut off and kind of wedge it in corners. Make it fill in better and fit. I can cut little pieces as needed for that. Okay. Now, let's fit some along our front edge. This will probably be getting lots of use. Recording video for singing videos. Anytime I have to do voiceover, like there's a good chunk of voiceover in the script that I'm writing right now. So whenever that's filmed, I'll be using this quite a bit. There we go. That piece is in. Excuse me. So this is going to be my back side. go. Now we need our pieces for the front. There. What a mess. Fortunately, those should vacuum up pretty easily. This makes me think of an advertisement for some, yeah, it was for some permanent foam mountain duct tape like stuff. This was years ago that I saw this online, I think. But basically the dad buys this tape and a few other things, and then his daughter, she uses it to permanently, quote unquote, because it's not completely permanent, but she uses it to permanently mount his phone inside of her dollhouse. So, and then he gets a phone call, and he needs to answer it. And wait, what? It's a TV, Dad. So, yeah. Come on. And, yeah, then he has problems like getting his phone out, and he has to answer the phone call with it in the dollhouse. Okay. We're so close to done.
Oh, okay. How was it?
Okay. Yes, it's this piece that I need to do next. Okay. We have two more pieces, and then a little bit of front trimming, and we're done. we got the side piece and top piece. Oh boy, this takes a while to build stuff. But this will be worth it. Like, so worth it. Like, should have finished this project years ago when I bought the supplies. Worth it. Whoops, don't put the front ones on just yet. Oh, yeah. Wow. There. Putting my head in there. Smidge of echo, but I think that will go away mostly once I put the top piece on. Yeah, Woberon sound, really cool thing. When I was at one of the Channel 801s, it's a local showing of just films made in Utah. It's not like an actual like TV channel. We just call it Channel 801 but it's an actual like event, get together, meet other filmmakers. It's fun. They haven't done one in a little while, but it's at the Creative Guild Studio in Salt Lake City, and they have a recording room up there, and I'm used to what I sound like because I've been recording for so long on like speakers and stuff, so it doesn't sound weird. But the cool part was I didn't have to put on headphones or watch a YouTube video to hear more better what I sound like without like the echo and the sound traveling back to my ears. Because while there is some of that, it's greatly reduced, and it was cool. Sticky. But I need to move these up just a smidge. Okay, this is the final piece, and then I can be done with this. I am so ready to be done. Especially with the cleanup that still has to happen. Vacuum, pack stuff away. Ugh. pieces in there good. Yeah, back has the most gap, so I might want to fill that in. But I'll probably just stop once I have it trimmed and give you guys a sound test and be done. Well, I still need to glue plastic on those areas there, which probably will do, but let me do a test. Oh yeah. Okay, this is cool. Yeah, there's a bit of echo, but I think it's just because of how small the space is. Maybe if I used thicker foam it would have helped, but it definitely helps dampen things, and it sounds different, so maybe I'm not hearing echo at all. I don't know. Where was... Yeah, I'm going to take this one scraggly piece and just wedge it in the crack back there. No foam to hold it in. There's that. Then also we got this other piece here that I will kind of wedge into that corner there. Yeah, okay. So now let's trim this up with our scissors and be done. Actually, you know what? This is great because I was thinking I would have to trim up another whole one to get any pieces that I can, wedge into the cracks, but no, I don't. When I'm trimming off of these pieces here, so this one can for now just wedge in. If I need to, I'll put some mounting stuff in the back there. That fills in that gap very nicely. The top one, yeah, we'll give this top one here a little bit of a trim. And I did a video on this that I don't think I ever released, so I'm going to have to dig it up at some point and do that. But I was curious, do you need the bumps? Which actually, yes, you do need the bumps on your sound foam. Because if you don't have those bumps, then the foam will do as good of a job at actually dampening echo and stuff like that. And getting rid of unwanted noise, it's the bumps that eat into things and make it sound good. So this side here that's a little bit loose, we can then just wedge in some more of our thick foam off corners, and we're done. we are done. So, yeah, give you a sample and then cut stream. I think, yeah, we still have one watching, so this will be good. Let's turn you around to my front-facing camera. And how does that sound, guys? Does that sound good? Hope it sounds good, because it should. Because I am speaking into the sound box. Anyways, see you guys in whatever's next. This was fun. Get a lot of use out of this. Bye. Oh, wait, whoops. Well, yeah, I'll glue those pieces on afterwards. Anyways, we're